How about Foxborough, where Tom Brady, I'd say he had his day in the sun, but he had his day in the rain is what he had. It was a overcast, rainy day. Brady was welcomed back. This is a big story this weekend there. The Patriots Alumni Association bringing Tom Brady in there. They rolled out the red carpet. That was the main event. On the undercard, you had the Patriots with last season's runner-up, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Birds. In a bit of a skirmish, I don't know if you saw this game or not, the actual game itself, Jalen Hurts was not great. He didn't dominate like he dominated on the field for much of the Super Bowl before fading away late. Jalen Hurts, he did throw a touchdown pass, and Darius Slay had a 70-yard interception return. We call that a pick six back in the old country. And a score there. Philly built up an early 16-0 lead, and they hung on by the tips of their fingernails, and they get the win there, 25-20. As the Patriots go down. The better story, though, in the losing locker room, so that is where we begin. And the question, what is your opinion of the Patriot performance here against the Eagles on Sunday late afternoon television window? I've got Samurai Sword, Burped, and Jimmy John's. And we will combine all of these things together, and we are going to make a sour mood, which is what the Patriots were in at the end of this game. So to kick off the festivities here, Bill Belichick's team was not prepared for the start of the game. That's very un-Belichickian. You expect the Patriots to come out and be prepared at the very beginning of the game. You don't expect them to come out there and drop a deuce right there at midfield, but that's exactly what happened. They were flat-footed early in this game. The first five possessions on offense were barf bag worthy. Barf? Yeah, it was bad. Mac Jones started the game. Now, it was a tipped pass, Kendrick Bourne, but it was a tipped pass, but it still counts as an interception. Zeke Elliott, and I remember reading stories from the Boston media when Zeke Elliott joined the team. They said, well, this guy's not that great, but he won't fumble the ball. He's reliable. He's dependable. And you just don't need to worry about it. You hand him the ball, you know he's not going to fumble. So what does he do? Fumble! Yeah, first play. Fumble. First play, he got the ball. Fumble. Yeah. Then after that, it was punt. 3 in a row. In that time, the Eagles had a 16-0 lead. Looked like they would win this game, 40-0 like the Cowboys did against the Giants. But, surprise, 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 from that point forward, the Patriots woke up from hibernating, and New England outscored the Birds 20-9 the rest of the game. However, they had opportunities late. They dropped that samurai sword right on their leg. I know what that's like. I dropped the samurai sword on my leg as well. Doesn't feel good. Got to go get some stitches. It's a pain in the ass. But here's the odd thing. The Patriots look like they were a top-level defensive team. In an era that doesn't really matter that much, being a top-level defensive team, is that a premature hot take? I thought the Patriots would be pretty good on defense, and I was very impressed with the way they were able to, overwhelm. I don't know if that's the right word, but they certainly had Jalen Hurts in check in this game. And does holding Jalen Hurts down count as a consolation prize? I'm going to go no on that just because that's not the way it works. It's certainly something that is encouraging, but you didn't win the game. And so even though Jalen Hurts was a generic brand quarterback, he's also got paid. And I ripped apart Danny Dimes earlier, Daniel Jones, for his performance, but Jalen Hurts, he got paid a heck of a lot more money than Daniel Jones, and he was pretty bad. Hurts had 170 yards passing and 37 more on the ground, just one touchdown for Jalen Hurts. Nothing to post about on the socials. I'm going to celebrate that. The Patriots defense, there are no moral victories, but you go forward. If you can play like that and not have Zeke Elliott fumble, this, that, and the other thing, then you're going to win more than you're supposed to. Most people have the Patriots anywhere from 7, 8, or 9 wins. But if that defense plays like that and Mac Jones plays a little bit better, this, that, and the other thing, well, there you go. All right, furthermore, now, The Patriots did win the stat sheet in this matchup, but they lost the game. So how did the much maligned quarterback do? I'm glad you asked that question. So what did you make of Mac Jones? We'll phrase it differently. What did you make of Mac Jones' overall effort after that very wobbly beginning? Very wobbly at the beginning of that game. So Mac Jones, he gets a half blemish near his name because that interception, again, it was tipped Kendrick Bourne, but it still counts. Right? The throw was not a great throw, and you got to be more accurate. Mac Jones outperformed Jalen Hurts, though. If I had told you prior to the game that Mac Jones would be better statistically than Jalen Hurts, you would probably say, well, you're full of crap. You're an idiot. That's why you're doing the overnight show. You don't know what you're talking about. But that's the way it went. But here's the thing, and this is something, I don't know how the Patriots get around this. Mac Jones in the NFL has not shown that he has finishing power. I like horse racing. I haven't been to the track in a while, but I used to go to the track a lot. And horse racing people understand that there's a different level. You come down the stretch. Down the stretch they come. And that is when the jockey cranks things up with the horse. And the truly great horses that win major races have that finishing power, that they can get it done at the end. And we have yet to see that from Mac Jones. And how many more opportunities is he going to get? But this was such a great chance, such a wonderful chance to rewrite the book. And he didn't rewrite the book. He did not rewrite the book. He burped down the stretch. And in order to leapfrog up and actually become somebody the Patriots want to give a new contract to, you have to make those plays. And Mac Jones is not Captain Clutch. He's not in crunch time somebody that you can count on, and this was a textbook example. Mac Jones played better than Jalen Hurts. He had the ball twice in the final 3 minutes and 30 seconds, down one score. Touchdown gives you a lead. Doesn't guarantee a win, but gives you a lead, down by 5 points. There was a fumble by Jalen Hurts, I believe it was, for Philadelphia, so they turn the ball over. Eagles give it up. Patriots get it. Pretty good field position. Touchdown gives a lead. How did that go? Cover your eyes badly. From that point forward, 3:30 mark, Patriots actually had the ball twice. Mac Jones attempted 8 passes, completed only 3 of them, less than 40%. He averaged 3.7 yards per pass attempt, had 2 sacks, and he rushed for 7 yards. And both drives, the Patriots turned it over on downs. Now, I never played in the NFL. I never coached in the NFL, but that sucks. That's terrible. That is terrible clutch performing by Mac Jones. And there's no other way to spin it. All right, parting shot. Let's get some random thoughts here. We had rookie quarterbacks. How did you grade the rookie quarterbacks starting in week number 1? So I thought Anthony Richardson played much better than I expected. Not that he was good, but he gets the highest grade, which is like a C minus for Anthony Richardson of the Colts. And they did run him around like a battering ram, which people were freaking out. The normal pearl clutchers. Oh, my God, he's going to get injured. Yeah, okay. The Colts, I thought the game plan was what had to be the game plan. The Colts spoon-fed Richardson a college-type offense. The playbook was college-like. High percentage throws, tunnel screens to receivers and tight ends, and they never had him have to deal with the entire field. They would have him roll out and play with half a field. But it was actually smart coaching. I will give the Colts credit, and to my dismay, they actually were in this game. I thought that Jacksonville should win this game by 3 touchdowns. They ended up winning it by 10, but I needed some things to go right. The final couple of plays for Indianapolis for the game to end up that way. Now, what's going on in Tennessee? We have not talked about this game because it's not a sexy game, Tennessee and New Orleans. But holy crap, what does Ryan Tannehill have to do to get benched? It's a legitimate question. If you are Mike Vrabel, Why did you not bench Ryan Tannehill? He had 3 interceptions in the game. The game was right there. The game was plump for the taking for the Tennessee Titans. And Mike Vrabel continued to send Tannehill out in the huddle. And again, this is one of those games. I did have Tennessee, and they did win the bet from, if it's not about that. If you're thinking I'm saying this because, well, you had the other side. Well, I had Tennessee, but the Saints did not cover the spread. So, in that respect. But Ryan Tannehill, how bad was Ryan Tannehill? Look at the numbers. Ryan Tannehill, 34 attempts, 16 completions, less than 50%. He averaged 5.8 yards per pass, no touchdowns, 3 interceptions, was sacked 3 times. And he ran the ball 3 times for an average of 1.7 yards. Garbage in, garbage out. So I have a theory here. All right, my theory as to why Mike Vrabel did not pull Ryan Tannehill. That is a obvious vote of no confidence. Even though Malik Willis was the backup quarterback, Mike Vrabel is not whispering. He's not talking at a normal voice. He is screaming from the top of the mountaintop, Malik Willis sucks. And I would rather play this turd burger in Ryan Tannehill than Malik Willis. That is what the actions of Mike Vrabel are telling us. And the Titans continue to be doomed. Every year now they draft a quarterback, and every year they don't want to play the quarterback. And it's 2 years in a row, and for some reason they hold on to Ryan Tannehill. I have no idea why they hold on to Tannehill, but they do. And Ryan Tannehill, he's working over there at Jimmy John's, serving up puke sandwiches, and Vrabel still sends him out. I mean, how bad does it have to be? Serious. I mean, you're right there. You have a chance to win a game against an equally mediocre opponent in the New Orleans Saints. And that's how you play. And I know Tennessee did give up a bunch of yards to the Saints. And Derek Carr, how did he do in his debut? He played about as well as he's always played. He didn't, just because he changed laundry, he didn't change the way he plays.